It's been a really weird thing. I've also been hearing things outside of the cell as if there's somebody crying out there. We thought we would go it alone, so we're splitting up.
So let's venture inside. Were you chained to the wall here?
I just heard a voice out there.
Yeah, this place definitely has a unpleasant feeling.
Is that you I can hear out there?
Someone there. Amy's having technical difficulties with the camera as I walked into the cell.
Hi Crypt Keepers, thank you so much for tuning into Amy's Crypt. Tonight we are investigating the supposedly haunted Melrose Heritage Museum. If you guys haven't already done so, go and check out our part 1 episode because we've already started our investigation. Things have been quite interesting, so I'm really keen to keep continuing. We're also splitting up tonight. Jared and I are going to take 2 different cells, go in alone. So really looking forward to it. Stay tuned. The Melrose Heritage Museum is a place filled with history and sitting in the oldest town in South Australia's Flinders Ranges. It dates back to 1862 and was once an operating courtroom and police station. There have long been whispers that the premises may be haunted, and we have already heard some interesting stories and collected strange evidence during my part 1 video, which you can find links for below. Now, we will continue reaching out to the spirits of Melrose and focus specifically on the old cells located on the premises. To kick off this episode, we thought we would go it alone, so we're splitting up. Jared's stoked. Basically, I'm going to go into a cell alone. That is one of the holding cells that I had a weird experience within, which I'll tell you a little bit more about when we get there, or if you have already watched part 1, you'll be across it. Jared is going out the back to the oldest original cells. I'm not sure of ghostly activity that happens out there, but they're the oldest.
Yeah, given that there's not as many ghost stories, I'm just going to go there and just see what I get. So yeah, we'll see what happens.
Just call out and like, if anyone comes through, they come through. I don't know if anyone's going to come through for me either, but who knows, that's why we investigate.
And keep watching because later on in the episode, we're going to check out another part of this location that we haven't featured yet. And we'll be doing an abandonment because you guys have been saying you guys have been loving those abandonment sessions.
Yes.
So,
and the place that you haven't seen yet is actually really cool.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's just get into this and split up. You ready?
Let's do it.
Go. All right, Jared, let's split up.
Let's do this.
All right, I'm going that way. You're going that
way.
way.
This way. See you later.
See you on the other side.
See you on the other side.
Alright, that's where I'm going. Oh, where's that figure? Oh my god. It's freaking me out. I don't know if that was the wind. That's the only door here.
Alright guys, we're doing it. Jared Cam. So right now I'm actually just heading to the cells. They're actually separate to the building. So guys, before I get to the cell, this door here is the one that was open in part 1 that I swear I'd closed. At the time of filming this, obviously we haven't reviewed the footage to see if that actually did happen or not, but still, that building was cool. So guys, these are the cells. So I've just made it to the cells. And this tree next to the cells is where Amy thought she'd seen someone in part 1, so it's pretty cool. So let's venture inside.
Going into this cell. I'm in pitch black, guys, so... Oh, what's that? So a bit zoomed in. So, if I turn off my night shot, that is how dark it is. That creeps me out. Alright guys, those two is running just there on the bench. And I'm in here by myself.
Wow. Wow, this place is... It looks like it would be very uncomfortable to be in here. I'm guessing that's where some prisoners could be chained as well. Yeah, this place definitely has a unpleasant feeling. Not necessarily because it's paranormal, but just because it just looks like it would be so uncomfortable being in here. Don't know if any guys, I'm repping Adelaide's Haunted Horizons tonight. This video is sort of filmed in collaboration with them. They're not actually on location with us right now, but we are actually on a road trip with them at the moment, filming a few locations. So go give them a like and a follow. I'm sure Amy will put all the links below. But yeah, I'm sitting in the cell. Just got here. It is very cold tonight. It's really interesting though because it's so windy outside, like, and the door's just here, guys. Like, it's really windy out, but it feels so calm in here. As uncomfortable as this place would be and as cold it is in here, it's got a weird calmness to it. But yeah, I still would not want to be in here for a long period of time.
My name is Amy, and I call out to any spirits that might be here in this cell. If anyone is around, can you make a noise? Come close and say something to me. Maybe you can go towards the lights on the bench next to me and tell me your name.
Graveyard.
Graveyard. There is a graveyard, or...
I'm trying.
Thank you for trying to talk to me. There is literally the original Melrose cemetery across the road from where I am right now. A lot of the bodies were dug up and moved to a new area where they created a new cemetery, but the original cemetery is still there, and a lot of people are still actually buried in that spot. Are you over there? Are you across the road? Or your body?
Alright guys, so I've just hit in record on a ghost tube session. I think Amy's doing one as well, so we're going to see if we get different sorts of responses in the different cells that we're in. As Amy said though, like this particular cell I'm in, we don't necessarily know if it has any ghost stories of its own. Most of the activity is centered around the courthouse and the holding cells. But we're just going to run ghost tube and see what we get. See if there's anyone here that wants to talk. Is there anyone in this cell still that wants to communicate or has a message? Were you in here? How long were you in here for? Were you chained to the wall here? How did that make you feel?
Now there's a lot of wind and a bit of a stormy night, but I just heard a voice out there. I have no idea if it'll register on the audio, but it sounded like almost someone yelling or something.
You can come on in. Keep me company. Just walk through that door. Thought I'd come sit next to me on the bench just here. Might better trigger that device to make a noise or give me a sign that you're here.
I feel like I heard someone earlier tonight, and I feel as though something touched my shin. I felt something on my shin, so just down here. So I would have been about here, right? It just felt like something moved up my shin. I don't know that it felt as though someone touched me. Like, it didn't feel like that, but more of a sensation. Not a touch in a traditional touch sense, but is there somebody here? What are you doing out here? So again, my name is Amy. The reason I've come here tonight is because I've heard that people have had experiences here, seen things here, heard things. And I am curious. I'm curious if anybody from the past still remains.
So guys, I personally haven't had any experiences since we've been here. I think this place is an awesome location, and if you're in Melrose, you should definitely check it out. But as far as paranormal goes, I haven't had too much happen here, or I haven't felt much here. Amy, on the other hand, did have a little bit of a experience when she was on her own doing some B-roll in the other cell. So it'll be interesting to see what she gets. Ghost Tube is being very unusually quiet for me tonight. I don't think I've had a single word yet. Nothing.
Is there something you would like people to know? Did they put shackles like those on you?
Church.
Church. Are you a religious person? Is there a church in Melrose?
Hate.
Hate? You hate the church, or you hate it here? Is it me? No, not me.
That was weird. I thought I heard a weird noise out there then. Outside. Is someone there? You can come on in. Is someone there? It's so weird. I mean, it's very dark right now. I'm in the dark. Amy thought she saw someone standing by that tree. So did I for a second there. But I think it's like, you can see a bit of colour on the tree. It sort of looks like a person. I don't think that's what Amy saw though, because she saw it during the day and we were, or earlier in the day, and we were standing from different angle, but
Why was it that you were brought here? What happened, or what did you do to end up here?
don't let me know that you're here just by jiggling that little chain ring. Just like this. It's so quiet in here. Yeah, as we said though, like, we're not aware of any actual ghost stories surrounding this particular cell. But it was one of the original cells, so it only makes sense to come here, you know? Yeah, it's weird, very quiet.
Hidden.
Hidden? Are you hiding somewhere? This is what is around me. What do you mean by hidden?
House. Grave.
House, grave. I can hear that voice again. It sounds like crying. Is that you I can hear out there? Granted, it's a windy as night, so I don't know what it's going to sound like on the audio, just the constant wind. But it sounds like there's like crying out there. And that was a tap in the cell just over there.
If you don't give me a sign that you're here, I'm gonna have to go. It's too quiet in here. You're gonna come keep me company. Give me a sign that you're here, or I'm gonna leave. Come sit next to me on this bed slash bench. To do an experiment. Maybe you can play with the light as well. Can you move the light or turn it on or off?
Every now and then on the gust of wind, it sounds like there's someone crying out there. I mean, almost like it could be a farm animal or something. You know that noise where you hear sheep or something in the night. And it's just getting carried by the wind, maybe.
Alright guys, I'm going to call it quits on this one. I haven't got a single word. I haven't heard any noises. So I might just head back.
So odd that it just shoots out all these words. Peace. And then it goes quiet. I hope that you're at peace. It actually said peace in the other cell that I've sent Jared to earlier tonight in part 1. Yeah. You okay?
Yeah, I just wasn't getting anything, so...
Oh, really?
Yeah, how's yours been?
Oh, no.
What? What?
This says standby, it doesn't say that it's recording.
Do you know how long for?
It just turned off.
Is that a battery or something or what?
No.
Hang on, let me just record on my phone. I'm filming on my phone, Amy. Amy, everybody.
Are you filming?
Yeah, I am now. Amy's having technical difficulties with the camera as I walked into the cell.
Well, ghost tube is still rolling. This
Flame.
flame.
Dirty.
What happened?
So I was recording my solo session. You came in, and then I picked up my camera to like film you, and I realized it wasn't recording. So I swear I would have recorded that session. Let me check. Okay, this is us in the church. So I was recording. I'm just gonna fast forward.
It then also turned off and shut down as well.
Yeah, so I looked at it and I'm like, wow, that's not good. Yeah, I've been recording my session. That's good because I did get some stuff. And then I looked down and it was not, it was on standby, not recording.
So as I walked in, it stopped recording and shut down, yeah?
Well, I don't know the point where it stopped recording. But yeah, you kind of came in and I noticed, and then the whole camera just turned off.
Close.
That's weird. Not out of space on the memory card, it's got plenty of space, it's got plenty of battery, it's almost full. Yeah, so that just malfunctioned. This is a new camera. We've had it for a few filming sessions. It's exactly the same as my old camera. The last time I had an issue where the camera shut off like this was coincidentally in another jail cell. And that was in Tassie when I was by myself in the cell. Me and Mum split up to do a solo, so it kind of is similar, but I don't know the exact point where it just stopped filming. But it's just weird. It stopped filming on its own, and then the whole camera just shut down and turned off.
So, does the weird behaviour of the camera correlate to any of the words you've been getting?
I got so many words. I got a lot of words. Yeah, I don't think any correlated to it being shut off or anything like that. But there were a lot of words coming through.
It's so weird because I got zero, not a single word, except the name Cheryl as I was wrapping up. I was like, oh god.
Cheryl.
Cheryl came in right at the end, but
I got Alan was the name I got.
Humiliate.
That could be relevant if people were
well, you know what? If you were shackled,
yeah,
that would be pretty humiliating.
And back in those days, like, the things they did were harsh and generally pretty inhumane, I guess. I don't know if any are relevant. I got so many. It did mention graveyard, grave, church, hate. So, and
I see you.
Can you come and touch me then, please? And I did mention the old cemetery that's across the road. I'm not sure if that is relevant to that. I don't know. Like it's been a really weird thing. I've also been hearing things outside of the cell as if there's somebody crying out there. I'm not sure that audio will pick it up because it's so windy, right? And it almost sounds like noise carrying on wind, like farm animal.
Real.
Farm animals cry. See, there's so many words, right?
That is weird.
Yeah, it's very chatty. Okay, give us a sign that you're here with us right now. I want a name, please. All right, Crypt Keepers, I don't know, we've had some weird moments tonight. I have rigged up a bunch of stationary cameras and abandoned them. They're in different parts of, I guess, this area, different buildings, should I say. So we have 2 that are monitoring the area near the theatre, where we had lots of weird things happen in part 1, and where there's a story of Molly, the dog that sort of lives around here and is local, acting weird in there, right? So I've got just a normal night vision monitoring the seats in the theatre from a different angle that we monitored it in part 1. And then we also have SLS, and that's monitoring an area that is basically like as you walk into the theatre. So I don't know, that place seems interesting. I don't know if there is anything haunted or whatever's going on. We also left a camera rolling in the cell that I spent time alone in, just because Jared felt he didn't really get much out here. Sorry if my voice is a bit shaky and I'm like shivering, I'm freezing, but it's all good. I do have my Halloween merch on. I don't know if you can see that or night vision.
Yeah, you can. It's cool.
But yeah, links are below if you want to check that out, grab some of that. There we go. K2 is on, and I'm just going to walk through holding the K2. We are in a building we haven't explored at all tonight. This is a newer building as well, so not an old historic building like a lot of the ones from the 1800s here. But we are walking through what I like to call the work shed, and basically it is filled with artifacts that are from Melrose, from the 1800s. So these are, you know, from the area, from, you know, dating back to the 1840s. So I think the first thing we have, is this mining stuff? I'm not even sure. Yeah,
like,
that helps me to see, because I can't
it's like
see
real
anything.
clothing, yeah.
Yeah, hats, and is this someone's pants? No, that's a vest.
And although
God,
this
I really
building's
can't
new,
see.
like, it doesn't mean that there couldn't be any attachments to, say, the objects in here, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this museum does have a lot of really cool artifacts.
So true. So I'm just going to walk through. And if there's anybody here that wants to make their presence known, all you need to do is come very close to my hands, come close to this green light. Maybe you can say something really loud to me. Move something, make a noise. Also, I haven't been told any ghost stories about this spot, so I'm not even sure there'd be activity in here. I'm going to go through very slow because I can only just see.
Ooh, what's that? Are these like farming?
These are axes.
Oh, they're axes.
Well, that one is. Is this a pick? Can't really see.
Yeah, it looks like we've got light on here, guys, but it's an infrared light, so we're actually in the dark.
Yeah.
Except for the torch on my head, which you can see in the window there.
And there is, the moon is almost full. So honestly, it is quite a bright night. Alright, so
I really like this shed because around every corner there's like really cool stuff to look at.
yeah, I actually think that this is my favourite part. So in here there is an old sewing machine.
Oh
in
yeah,
the corner,
yep.
this corner here. And there's just like a really cool old photo on the wall here.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
Beautiful ladies. Beast called Rosie who butts us and knocks the pail.
Oh, it's a milk cow.
A beast.
It's talking about a cow.
A beastly cow.
It's an interesting way to describe a cow, isn't it?
Yeah. Mate, I think it's just an old-fashioned way, isn't it?
Mm. Ooh.
This room, I mean, this is just cool. I don't
This is the shearer's. This is the shearer's table, I think.
Yeah, it is. There's all like wool here.
Yeah.
Fleece. What do you call that? Oh.
Did you just get a reading?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I got a few. Are you able to come back towards my hand? Imagine if it was it's gonna sound dumb. The spirit of a sheep still attached to its wool.
I doubt it, Ames. Come on.
Well, I don't know, that just flashed. And I don't think there would be anything in here to like interfere with this, right?
What is it?
I don't know. Some kind of farming equipment.
That's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it a plough?
Yeah. Yeah, it's the farm workers area, definitely.
Yeah. It looks... I think we've mentioned this on my channel before, but it looks like the groundskeeper Willie in the Treehouse of Horror episode.
It totally does,
where he
yeah.
turns into the tractor thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simpsons fans will know what we're talking about.
Yeah. Is there anyone here who wants to step forward and whisper their name in my ear? My name is Amy and this is Jared. Okay, that's just wind. I don't know about you, Jared. I know you're not like, I'm a vibe person, but I don't pick up vibes in here.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be hard to get any EVPs because of the wind.
Yeah. Who knows? Like, maybe we'll get one. I don't know. But it's so contaminated from the noise and stuff. This lit up at the wall. Let's go back and do that again. Maybe from this.
Nothing?
Nothing.
It's weird that it would go off before and not go off again. That's more compelling, I reckon.
Yeah, I reckon too. It's like something came up to my hand. It's not doing it again.
Interesting.
Yeah. Thank you if there was somebody here. Maybe you were a shearer. Is that what they would call them? Maybe it's just someone passing through as well, like from the land. I don't know. Interesting. Leave a comment and let me know what you think about that reading. Crypt Keepers, I hope that you've had fun with us tonight. This has been a really, really cool location. We highly recommend visiting Melrose in general. Remember, we have our Halloween merch that's on sale.
Oh, I've got one too.
Links are below.
Shameless self-promotion.
Yeah, but I've really enjoyed tonight. It's been really fun. So really cool. So yeah, leave us a comment. Let us know your thoughts on this location. Really, really interested. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. That really helps us out. If you want to do any more reading on this haunted location, head to AmysCrypt.com. We also post bonus content on Patreon and my YouTube members. They're linked below. And you guys can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching.
Until next time.